Today we can discuss about syllabus for English grammar. For our better understanding, we can divide it into three sections. First one is grammar, second one is vocabulary, third one is composition and comprehension. In grammar section, after completing introduction chapter, we come to know about grammar is the science that helps us to study a language. 26 letters used in writing English. These 26 letters form the English alphabet. The English alphabet has 5 vowels, 2 semi-vowels, 19 consonants. Words are combination of letters, they are meaningful. Without words, we neither speak nor write. After completing the alphabet chapter, we come to know about the alphabet can be written in two forms, large forms capital, small form smalls. After completing definition chapter, we come to know about the definitions of words, phrase, sentence, clause, subject, predicate, object, language. After completing praise chapter, we come to know about definition of praise, identify praise in a sentence, and identify kinds of praises. After completing clause chapter, we come to know about definition of clause, identify clause in a sentence, and identify kinds of clauses. After completing sentence chapter, we come to know about sentences are very essential to convey our ideas to others. We use different types of sentences to express our different feelings and ideas. Without sentence, we cannot communicate anything else. We study about what is sentence and what are kinds of sentences also. After completing subject and predicate chapter, we come to know about definition of the term subject and predicate as the two parts of sentence. Identify subject and predicate in sentence. After completing parts of speech chapter, we come to know about every word in a sentence does certain and different job. They are the basic units of speech. These words are divided into 8 different kinds. According to their grammatical function, they are called the parts of speech. The word noun means name. Nouns are naming words. Here we come to know about noun and its kinds. An adjective is a word which describes a noun or a pronoun. Here we come to know about adjective and its kinds. The word pronoun means for a noun. A word used in the place of a noun is called a pronoun. Here we come to know about pronoun and its kinds. Verbs are action words. Here we come to know about verb and its kinds. Adverb is a word which describes a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Here we come to know about adverb and its kinds. The word preposition means a position before something. Here we come to know about preposition and its kinds. Conjunctions are joining words. Here we come to know about conjunctions and its kinds. Interjections are words that are used to express strong feelings. Here we come to know about interjections. After completing this chapter, we come to know about words are used as different parts of speech in the sentence. After completing the tense chapter, we come to know about the word tense literally means time. It is the form of the verb to indicate the time of the action. There are 3 main kinds of tenses and 4 subkinds in each. Here we come to know about what is tense, kinds of tenses, and its usage. After completing article chapter, we come to know about articles. Articles are small words. They refer to a person or a thing, either in a specific way or in a general way. To show this, we use small words before nouns. These words are called articles. Articles functions like adjective also. After completing auxiliary and modal chapter, we come to know about. The auxiliaries are helping verbs. They help to form tenses, questions, and negatives. Some of these auxiliaries are used as a main verb also. There are two kinds of auxiliary verbs. After completing punctuation mark chapter, we come to know about punctuation marks enable us to understand the ideas or sentences properly. Without punctuation marks, the reader gets into confusion. If we don't use them properly, the language becomes meaningless. As a result, we fail to understand it. They promote clarity, the proper intonation also. After completing capital letters chapter, we come to know about the use of capital letters in English language. Without their proper use, the writing remains incorrect. After completing active voice and passive voice chapter, we come to know about definition of active voice and passive voice. Identify the difference between active voice and passive voice. Change the sentences in active voice to passive voice and vice versa. After completing framing question chapter, we come to know about understand the use of questions and answers. Change the order of the words in given statement to form a question. Use the words do, did, or does to the beginning of the statement to form a question. Use the question words such as why, what, where, who, when, whom, how. After completing question tags chapter, we come to know about question tags are very important in spoken English. They are not used in written English. They are used at the end of the sentence. After completing direct speech and indirect speech chapter, we come to know about definition of direct speech and indirect speech. Identify the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Change the sentences in direct speech to indirect speech and vice versa. After completing degrees of comparison chapter, we come to know about degrees of comparison and its kinds. After completing figure of speech chapter, we come to know about figure of speech and its kinds. After completing subject verb agreement chapter, we come to know about identify the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject in number and person. Learn rules to form sentences. Keeping the agreement between subject and the verb, choose the correct form of the verb. After completing simple compound complex chapter, we come to know about definition of simple compound complex sentences. Identify simple compound complex sentences from the given sentence. Transform simple sentence to compound or complex sentence. Transform compound sentence to simple sentence. Transform complex sentence to simple sentence. Transform compound sentence to complex sentence. Transform complex sentence to compound sentence. After completing if clause of condition chapter, we come to know about conditional tenses are used to express something must happen or be true. If another thing is happen or be true, a sentence or a clause that begins with if and expresses a condition. Here we come to know about if condition and its kinds. After completing transformation of sentences chapter, we come to know about changing the form of a sentences without changing the meaning. After completing common errors chapter, we come to know about how to identify the common errors in the sentences. After completing functional English chapter, we come to know about functional use of English language. After completing silent letters chapter, we come to know about unlike Indian languages, English has a words with silent letters. These letters are there in the word, but they don't sound at all. After completing pronunciation and phonetics in English chapter, we come to know about what is pronunciation, why is it learned, how do we learn it correctly. Knowledge of phonetic symbol help us to learn pronunciation correctly and easily. In vocabulary section, we can discuss about antonyms, synonyms, one word substitution, prefixes and suffixes, phrasal verbs, rhyming word, idiomatic expressions, proverbs, collocation, meaning of the words, acronyms, spelling rules, homophone, homonyme, homograph, palindrome, words that often confused, ways to increase vocabulary, word form, noun, adjective, adverb, verb, pair of words. In composition and comprehension section, we can discuss about after completing letter writing chapter, we come to know about define letter writing, list the components of letter writing, list the types of letter writing, list the steps for letter writing, discuss the process of letter writing. After completing essay writing chapter, we come to know about define an essay writing, list the components of an essay, list the types of an essay, list the steps for writing an essay, discuss the process of writing an essay. After completing shorter composition chapter, we come to know about define shorter compositions and discuss the process of writing shorter compositions. After completing comprehension of unseen passages chapter, we come to know about answer the question based on the passage or poem, answer the vocabulary question on the passage or a poem, answer the grammar related questions.